the other day. It always catches me doing something. I think that we're live. It always catches me doing something. Okay. Good morning. Tracy Huff here, the confidence coach and the author of How to Punch Failure in the Face. And I am here with the amazing Julie Wood from Essential Ones. She is a genius at using essential oils simple and easy. And those of you who want to use essential oils already know that they're effective. But I told her my stumbling block with this in the past was it felt really hard. And it felt like really like a lot of extra knowledge. And now I don't even have to worry about that because I am tapped into the main resource who knows exactly what to do and how to implement it. And Julie is also a BNI member with me, and she did an amazing presentation at our meeting yesterday about how to use essential oils to combat your allergies with something called the Allergy Bomb. And I thought it was really appropriate for her to share it with you guys. So take it away, Julie. Yay, I'm gonna make you the host.
Right. Let's see, I need to share my screen.
Yeah. And just remember, one of the reasons that I wanted to do this is I wanted all of you guys to be able to tap into the resources that I have to help you do things better, simpler, faster, more efficient, and be able to work with people that you know that you can trust, who have the same like mind that we do about givers gaining. Like the people are going to take care of you first and themselves second. So Julie is definitely one of those guys. All right, Julie, it's all you.
Yeah. And also about BNI, just as a side note, we just have this great group of people, and it's like we have this team that's working to promote us. So I love it. I love BNI.
And full disclosure, Julie is the president. And she doesn't have to say that. She is the president. And I think the biggest comment that we get from visitors is we're quirky but fun. I think that wasn't that yesterday? Yeah.
Just like me. I'm quirky and fun.
Yeah, quirky and fun. We got a lot of different personalities in there. So yeah, we definitely invite you to join us for a meeting on that. But we'll get to that at the end. Let's let Julie do her magic and educate us and show us how easy this is going to be.
Oh yeah, it's so easy. Allergies, I mean, even if you are like walking outside and don't have allergies, you can't help but sneeze with all that pollen that's floating around now. It's just disgusting. I cannot stand it. It's like, I was outside the other day and I put my phone down, and maybe 5 minutes, I looked down and it's coated with
yellow. And I mean, and everyone that doesn't live in North Carolina, you may not get to have that wonderful experience, but those of us in North Carolina, this time of year, everything is coated in yellow.
So it's the perfect time to talk about. But on the other hand, though, we get pollen and then we get these beautiful flowers. So
yeah,
that makes me happy.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works.
Right, exactly. And also, I mean, what I'm going to tell you, this is all allergies. You know, you take Benadryl, you take Claritin. You don't have to do that. This stuff really works. So it's pretty amazing. So let's talk about allergies. First of all, like we've got 30% of us, that's a statistic, but I think more of us suffer from allergies. And we have, I guess that translates to 24.4 million Americans suffer from seasonal allergies, which sounds a little bit better. And then we have what we spend $18 billion on allergy medications and things to fix our allergies. So it's just, it doesn't need to be that way. All right.
By the way, things that have all those side effects that they shove in at the end of the commercial.
Yeah. You know, like, I'm going to talk about those.
That they shove in really fast.
It must cost them a fortune to advertise the medication, the pharmaceutical companies, because they have to spend half the commercial saying, oh, and it does this, and it probably does that, and it might do this. And yeah, we're going to talk about that. But let's first talk about what allergies are. First, it's basically, this is an oversimplified version of what allergies are, but basically your immune system misidentifies something that's perfectly harmless otherwise, and they just want to attack the invaders and vanquish them. So it's what happens then is once they identify that this pollen or whatever is an invader, then your body produces antibodies and to attack and attach to the invaders. And then your body produces histamines and chemicals to get rid of the invaders, to help the antibodies get rid of that. And histamines, we all have heard that before, the antihistamines that are in allergy medicines, and also lavender, essential oil.
There's
So,
antihistamine, lavender. Yeah.
right.
Peppermint is the duct tape of essential oil.
It is the duct tape of essential oils. Like, what should I use? Just use lavender.
Lavender, yeah, lavender, peppermint. You got it. You got it. That's all you need.
Yeah. Lavender is, but yeah, it's perfect. But all of that leads to the itching, the sinus congestion, the runny nose, the scratchy throat, the coughing, the wheezing, and all the other symptoms that allergy and asthma sufferers know all too well. So in short, while your problem may seem to start in the nose and the eyes and the throat, allergies actually come from an immune system that's gone crazy. So and also one thing about allergies I find really interesting is that each antibody targets a different type of allergen. So while Tracy may be allergic to pine, I might be allergic to ragweed. And that's because the antibody that's gone crazy is targeting that one thing, which makes you think if you've got a lot of allergies, you have a lot of antibodies. So, and also your family history, like my daughter and my husband are like runny nose, red eyes, itchy, scratchy this time of season. And I'm like, what is y'all's problem?
Yeah. And me too, like for me, the joy and the pleasure of getting wisdom and getting older, that changes too. Like for me, when I was younger, it was different. When I was younger, it was all spring stuff. And as I gained in wisdom, not age, wisdom, they became fall allergies, just kind of weird like that. So, and then ladies, as menopause hits, it's a whole nother thing. So, just that's normal. I just want to say all that to say that's normal. Yeah.
Yeah. And also you've got, I am allergic to dust, so I can't clean the house.
Oh, I wish I was allergic to dust.
That is true though. I am actually, but it does help with needing to have a house cleaner and not have to do it myself.
Ladies, feel free to use that one, or stay-at-home dads, use it.
Yeah.
Use it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So what do you do? Most people take something like Benadryl or Claritin. So I flipped over the box of Benadryl and Claritin and looked at the side effects. Now, we all know Benadryl makes you sleepy. I mean, we've given it to our kids, maybe like sleep. But
non-allergy.
The fact that they have to use drowsiness, fatigue, tiredness, and sleepiness all together on the back as a side effect kind of blows my mind. And that it's like they're in the thesaurus going, okay, what else means drowsiness? And upset stomach and nausea. Isn't that the same thing? When my stomach is upset, I have nausea. Blurred vision, double vision. I just want to know what disturbed coordination is. I'm picturing in my mind.
I'm not sure.
Disturbed coordination. Ooh, that's kind of scary. And then I love this on the Claritin that on the front of the box is listed as non-drowsy. On the back of the box, drowsiness, feeling tired, sleepiness, and fatigue is all listed as a possible side effect. So is it non-drowsy or is it not non-drowsy? I don't know.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about that. What?
I said, neither do they, apparently.
Yeah, right. They don't seem to worry. So this is what Tracy was talking about, is the Allergy Bomb, which is amazing and it smells wonderful. That's the best part of it. And the side effects. Let's see. Let me list them. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's lavender, lemon, and peppermint. Of course, would like you to use Young Living oils because they are the purest on the planet. But when you diffuse this, you can, it just clears up. My daughter was driving and I was sitting next to her and she had the window open and she started sneezing like crazy. So I'm pulling out the lemon and the lavender and peppermint and running it under her nose. And the funny thing is about the Allergy Bomb and all of these things I'm going to talk about is they pretty much work instantaneously. Whereas like Benadryl and Claritin and the other allergy medicines, you have to wait. So you're still suffering. So this is like, so I put it under her nose while she was driving and she stopped instantly. So it just rubbing it on. So that's one way you can apply this. You can diffuse it. You can also put this in a little capsule, in a little veggie cap. They're like little clear caplets that you can get, and you just put drops in it, put a little fractionated, I think that's the right word. Coconut oil. That doesn't sound right in my head, but I think that's right.
Basically, it won't separate. The coconut oil that doesn't separate. Let's just, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's liquid. And you just put it in the capsule. You can make a bunch of those in advance and put them in the freezer. And you just take one of those and it'll help keep your allergies taken care of. So if you really like taking pills, you can make your own. So, one of the products that Young Living has is called Allerzyme, and it's actually a supplement. It's officially for the relief of like the occasional symptoms of fullness and pressure in your stomach, bloating and gas and pain like that, and minor, digestive cramping, like that you might get when you go out to dinner and eat processed food. So you take that.
It happens, right? It happens.
Yeah. Take it an hour before you go eat at a restaurant and you'll be good. But you can also take, like when you start getting the itchy nose feeling, just take a couple of these, they're teeny tiny little caplets too. Take those and that will help alleviate your allergy symptoms. And you can also use this as you would a Benadryl or a Claritin as well, and take it as a preventative. So it works pretty good. And they're teeny tiny. So if you don't like taking capsules. So now this is actually a kid formula. It's formulated already for kids. So that means they've put in some carrier oil like the jojoba or the fractionated coconut oil. And it smells kind of earthy. So it's got a nice, if you like that earthy smell, that's a good one. You can use it, just rub it in under your nose. You can diffuse it. You cannot take it internally. That's not made for that. So, but it definitely, does help. So, all right. And then Breathe Easy with this Breathe Again. It works great. This one has a mixture of peppermint, myrtle, copaiba, and then 4 different types of eucalyptus. So if you're a eucalyptus fan, that's this one. And you can just rub it under your nose. It's already in a roll-on. So you can throw it in your purse and fight those allergies while you're out and about. And you can rub it under your eye sockets, not too close to your eyes, but you rub it under your eye socket so it gets into your sinuses, under your nose. Easy stuff to do. And a couple of other ones I didn't do slides about at our meeting because we only have 10 minutes in our meeting. So I didn't talk about these. RC, which stands for respiratory care, also has eucalyptus in it. You can take that and also Raven, which also has eucalyptus in it, and wintergreen. Either of those, you can take a little bit of actual coconut oil, put a few drops in and make your own vapor rub.
Yeah, we learned that. Yeah, just slap some coconut oil and put it in there. Yeah, we learned that yesterday.
Yeah, it works great. It'll stay kind of on your chest and just help you keep breathing. It's wonderful. It doesn't have any petroleum jelly in it, which is bad. And I did want to share with you too some other ideas about things that'll help you fight those allergies. You should absolutely be changing your filter on your air conditioning every month. And you can take like a little piece of tissue or a cotton ball and put some essential oil on it and put it on in your filter. And it will smell wonderful throughout your house.
Oh, nice.
Little tip there, yeah. And you should also clean your nose out this time of year if you're prone to those allergies, because the mucus actually holds on to the
Nose
mucus
hair.
in your nose. So get like a neti pot, and if you've ever used one of those, it's kind of awkward, but people swear by it. So
I don't like it.
yeah, that's
They've
what
got
odds
that
and
new one that's
sods.
more automated that'll like whoosh for you, but yeah,
Yeah.
very uncomfortable.
It is, but it's good for you. Get the pollen out of your nose. You know, if you have allergies bad enough, that's a definite natural way to help you. Also, they don't call it spring cleaning for nothing. Clean your house, get the dust out, get, you know, at the very top of your molding and everything like that. Take a big Swiffer
Places
and
you don't do all the time.
right.
Yeah.
Because that's the dust also, even if you're not allergic to dust like me, in case Brand's
I'm
ever
officially
watching.
allergic to dust now. I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't anyone tell John Huff that I learned it on here. Okay. I'm officially allergic to dust.
Right. But the dust will hold the pollen when it, you know, if you open your door just for a minute, the pollen's going to come in. So also you can detox your body. Because often allergies are worsened when there's toxins in your body. So do a good cleanse. Young Living has some great ones. It's called the cleansing trio.
Okay.
It's easy and smooth and not harsh. So, and then take probiotics. Many studies link the presence of the beneficial bacteria in the gut to reduced allergy incidences. So
Hey, I didn't ask you this yesterday, Julie, but I know that this happens for me. The dogs, when they're out in the yard, and they're out in the yard during this time, it's when they come in and brush up against like the couch or get on the couch when they're not supposed to be, like they're carrying it, and that's when it'll hit me. What can we do to do that with the dogs? Do you have any ideas?
So you could make a nice little spray. If you use purification oil, the oil blend, it's one of my favorites for everything. It takes away stinky smells. And also for dogs, and maybe people, it has lemongrass in it. And so the fleas and ticks don't like that. So you can kill two birds with one stone. When they come in, you just spray them with take like a 4-ounce bottle, fill it with water, add like 15, 20 drops of purification or however you want. You know, there's not a formula, it's whatever and you want.
Spray them down with that. Okay.
Yeah, and just spray it on the dogs. One thing though is when you're using oils with any animals, they need to smell it on you first.
Okay.
So maybe, you know, spray it on yourself, which is makes you smell good too. And just, you know, love on them real gently, get them used to the smell for a few days, because they will probably, you know, be like, what the heck is this?
Okay. All right. Yeah, I forgot to ask you that.
So it works good. So, let's see. All right. That's pretty much it. I do have a page that has all of the things that I talked about.
Okay.
Listed.
Yeah, we'll put it in the comments. We'll put it in the comments for everybody. Do you want to stop sharing your screen or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There.
All right. So I hope that was as helpful to you guys as we all really enjoyed it in our meeting. And like I said, I know essential oils work, but man, when I thought about it, they just made my brain hurt. Like it was one more thing I did not want to learn how to do. And working with Julie has really made it so easy that now, let me see, I don't even have it. I carry something in my bag with all my essential oils. So I always have them, and I just like drop. I put my stuff on, I wear it. I got, you know, like Dee Dee in our group, she's the realtor in our group. She's the peppermint pusher. Yeah, because it's the duct tape of essential oils. So Julie's kind of infected us all with her knowledge and the ease of use, and showed us a better way to combat these things, because nature always has a way for us to do it. We're just so accustomed to going in for the pills and the medicines, and there's always a time for that. I mean, we get right where there's always a time for that, but for some of the basic stuff, you know, we have.
My philosophy is if I can use something natural and not have to put more chemicals in my body. I mean, I'm not a purist. I don't live on a farm, and I put chemicals in my body. But if I don't have to,
Right.
that's the better choice. So.
Yeah. If you can make a better choice, like I was talking about with a client of mine about making better bad decisions. Like if you can make a better decision, not like absolutely yes or absolutely no, but in between there's a way to make a better bad decision to get you to a natural healthy place, then you totally should. Like, and Julie's got me addicted to like putting stuff in my coffee, like thieves in my coffee for immune boosting. I love it's like got a clove cinnamon flavor, and then I went straight from that to the cinnamon bark in my hot chocolate. It's amazing.
Peppermint too is good.
Yeah. So
and brownies.
And at our Love Yourself event, we got to like sample it all. It was just a lot of fun. So I definitely say if you've been looking to like implement this and you've been needing help, Julie's the one to call. And I think, she's going to put her contact info in the comments so you can reach out and she'll just do a call with you and help you figure out like the best place for you to start to make that better bad decision. And is there anything else you want to say about that?
Yeah, definitely. I was putting my contact information in the chat box. I'll do that in a second. Just I think with essential oils, my like light bulb moment was when I saw that frankincense was an essential oil. It was sort of like, oh, like this stuff's been around forever. Like, what did we do before 1940?
Yeah, Candace, if you're watching, Candace is one of my kickboxing students. We used to solve the world's problems in kickboxing, and we would talk about all of the knowledge that has been gotten lost from generation to generation because we're going to non-natural remedies. And what would happen, those of you who know me know I love to read like sci-fi end of the world books. Like in the end of the world, she's the go-to girl. She's the person you need in a zombie apocalypse. Because once the antibiotics are gone, man, she's gonna know, right? Yeah, good stuff.
Right, I'm putting my real phone number in there. So
Ooh. Perfect. All right. On that note, if you would like to join us to attend our BNI meeting, the cool thing about our BNI meeting, which I think we all love about the pandemic, it is on Zoom. So the commute is as far as your bed is from your computer. So we do Zoom meetings every Thursday. It is from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., not p.m. like I may have said the last time you may have watched this, but it's 8 to 9:30 a.m. and you'll get to meet other amazing business owners that are here in town with us, but that can also do business with anyone, anywhere. So you are officially invited. And yes, I have an ulterior motive. We do get credit for visitors. So me and Julie can fight over you guys if you come. Based on her. Yeah, we'll fight over.
I also put the registration link. So if you want to share that.
Okay. Yeah.
So you just go on there as a visitor and put in your information, and that way we know to send you the Zoom link.
Because it does change every month. Yeah, it changes every month.
Yeah.
And we would love to have you and hear about your profession or your business. It's not just for business owners, just anyone in a sales profession or anyone who understands the philosophy of giver's gain and understands the power of networking. For those of you not familiar with BNI has been around since 1983, 84, something around there. So it is powerful, it's international, and it has an entire library of education, not just to make yourself a good BNI member, but to help you learn how to network and promote your business when you're at other events, talking to other people. So it really is a way to make yourself better everywhere, which is, again, we're all about being exceptional. With me and Family Martial Arts Academy being exceptional. And this is just one other way that you can integrate some small habits into your life to do it. So enough about that. Hopefully we'll see you there. Julie, I know I'll see you because she's my girl. She's my girl with my essential oils. And I hope you learned something. And if you have any questions, reach out to Julie and we will see you guys soon.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Bye.